Hello YouTubers, this is my 1996 S10 conversion videos. I'm continuing of information. I've had a few requests now on clearance and now on headers. So I'm going to make this video now just strictly on the header setup and so on and so forth, and how I did about clearance. Get you the exhaust and stuff, and that's coming out is just a mock-up. Nothing original. So I'll start on the passenger side. So my passenger side, I got plenty of room, all the way through, all the way down, clear to the back. The only modification now I had to do is that I did cut the firewall, or actually part of the floorboard. So that was really all I had to do on this side as far as clearancing. It's really tight. But I will fill that all in on the inside of the cab. But other than that, there is plenty of room all the way around on it. Now, okay, now the driver's side is going to be different, of course. It's the one that's always going to be the pain. On this one here, I had to slightly cut this part here out, kind of fill it in, box it in. One of the guys in that asked me in that about the lower A-arm. As you can see, it is very, very close of hitting. And actually, if you ran the exhaust out, straight out here, it would hit, most definitely. But, I'll get down here to show you of what it looks like. As you can see, there is clearance all the way through. When you get kind of up in here, you can see in that how it's clearanced all the way through. I get this light out of the way. So there. So if this exhaust had to come straight out, yes, it would most definitely would hit this. If you take your exhaust that comes out, your collector here, and instead of having the pipe come out straight, if you cut it off, cut it at an angle, put it on, and then weld it up, that would allow your exhaust to come down at an angle and avoid your lower A-arm. So that way you got all your room. Now, it does look like in that it's touching down in here, which it most likely it probably is. But like I said, this pipe in that is just a mock-up. It's just sitting in here for exhaust purposes only. So when I loosen up these bolts and stuff, I get my clearance back in here. So that's not an issue. But like I said, in that it gives you more than enough room if you do cut this off and cut it at an angle. There is one of the guys in that stated that you can actually buy these collectors that come out, instead of coming out straight, they can come out at an angle to for people that have problems with clearance issues, especially with this lower A-arm bracket here. So as you can see, and on, of course, now on the passenger side, there is more than enough room. No issues in that as far as that, but you can see, where the floor, had to be cut. Some of it is rolled back a little bit, but this will be all filled in. So that's to give you an idea of how it is set. This is a driver's side once again, giving you that, I do got the clearance. This does not by at all give you any exhaust restrictions. Because all it does in that is just divert the exhaust kind of off to one side, but it doesn't restrict. Like I said, like you can see right in here, it doesn't restrict it. It just is diverting it away from the lower A-arm there bracket. So, and to give you a follow-up, of this here is where my headers came from eBay. And before I came out here, I actually ran this item number on. If you run this item number, it will bring up these headers that I bought. At the time and that it states, this is the price that it states that it is. Not guaranteeing that that's what it is now. Unbranded. It's no high make or hooker or anything like that. They're just unbranded. And this was the seller. This is what they were. Stainless steel headers. Little stubbies. You know, shorties. Stainless steel. I've not had any problems whatsoever with these things. I've had this fired up multiple times sitting in here, just for show for people. But the mount that is in here and this here, I mean, these are made really good quality, and that even though for unbranded type of headers. Of course, like I said, they're stainless steel. They don't look it, you know, get you in that. They've gotten hot a few times, so that stainless steel beautiful shininess kind of goes away. But like I said, Nat, I want to do this video on that because there has been, I've had a couple of posts and that of people asking me and that on the headers, if I, you know, what I had in that as far as clearance wise, that others in that are doing the same thing and that, trying to get a big block in that in here and having clearance issues. So needless to say, like I stated in other videos, these mortar mounts in that here, these are regular Moroso here, but these here I built myself, and I've put them in, tack weld, pulled the engine out, and welded them up. And I can still get the engine and tranny out of here together with no issues at all. As you can see in that, the clearance is pretty tight back there, but I've taken the distributor out where it's at. But I got a whole new distributor that's going in where it's got a separate coil from it, and the distributor is smaller around, so eliminate a lot of that. But other than that, I haven't did much. We got this virus and that's going on, so it's kind of limited of everything I've been doing, funds and everything. I'm still working on this steering shaft. I did get all that pile over there, universal joints. I got some brand new ones and stuff. So I'm in the process in that of trying to get that worked out. And I got two 8.8 rear ends that I got out of a Ford Explorer. One's a disc brake, one's a drum. So I will be shortening one side up and getting that stuff underneath here. I will be starting on another project and that off and on during this summer. Some floorboard stuff, so I may do some videos and that on it. That's my, I got a 71 Chevy Blazer that I'm going to be doing some work in that on. So, this is not going on the back burner. It's just, when you got summertime in that here, this thing has got, the Blazer really needs, it's my childhood rig that belonged to my dad. So, my dad's long gone, so I want to try to work on trying to get it fixed up. And unfortunately here in my garage, even though that it is a two-car garage, we are very limited on amount of space on both sides. So, and that's my son's Trans Am. He's 15 years old, and he's been working on it and getting some seats and stuff done. But he wants to do some work in that with it too. So it's kind of within here, when you get a Blazer in here full size, takes up room on both sides. Not quite as wide as, you know, it's a lot wider than the S10 here, and most definitely more longer. So in hopes in that I can get the floorboard and stuff in that done and get it back out of the shop here. So anyway, before I get off here, I will bring this back up to show. If you're interested in that, this was the place in that I got my headers in that from. Not had any problems in that with them. I have not modified them. I have not beat them in. Nothing whatsoever. They fit in just perfectly. The only, like I said, the only part in that I'm having to work with is the steering shaft in that coming down. And that's just going to be a matter of a little bit of work and try to get this to alignment done in that. And you know, there's a lot of people in that will just bend these here, put some dents in them, and I'm not going to do that. I will make sure in that one way or another that I can get them down to hook into the steering gear box. So anyway, I hope this helps some of you in that with some headers issues and header clearance for your big block in a 96 S10 era. Thank you. Bye.